All right, so you wanna get this thing going?
Yeah, let's do it.
When you need to feel big and strong,
Reach for Jugg Your Nog tonight.
So welcome back to Jugg Your Nog. This is episode 3 now, our
Whoa!
third installation. Today is gonna be about Black Ops 6. Now that we've kind of, we're a little removed from Black Ops 6. Over a year now, at least, right? Yeah, because it'd be 2 years in October or something. Or
Been a year and a
November.
half now. Yeah.
Yeah, so a year and a half removed from Black Ops 6 now. I figured now that we're kind of getting we're at the halfway point now of Black Ops 7, essentially. And I feel like now would be a good time to kind of take a step back and revisit some BO6. So our first topic will just be our overall view of the game, basically like our experience of playing Black Ops 6. And I can start us off if you want.
Sure.
So, as you know, this is kind of when I got back into zombies pretty heavy, and that's thanks to you wanting to
Right.
play zombies with me.
Yeah.
And but me introducing the Easter eggs to you in Black Ops 6 was one of the best things I've done in a while. And
I was gonna say this. BO6 holds a special place in my heart just because it got me fully invested into zombies itself. And shout out to you for saying, dude, what are you guys doing? Randomly we're just playing. Happened that you're online and join each other's game, and you're like, we got to do some of the Easter eggs. You guys are just trying to survive. That's all we really were doing. That's all we knew. We thought the map was cool. I first loaded up BO6. I thought it was very interesting. I didn't know of any shield or anything like that. So I saw the shield on the wall. I saw ammo crates. I was like, this is not zombies to me.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, you kind of touched on it in the first episode. Your zombies experience was you basically came from BO2 to BO6.
World at War was where I was.
I'm just saying, the last zombies game, you really played at all. It was probably BO2, and now BO6 is such a contrast in zombies games. So it's just funny that's how your zombies journey went. But yeah, so this Black Ops 6, I was in a bit of a gaming lull. I feel like I wasn't really enjoying many video games, and then it's funny enough that it was Black Ops 6 to do it, but Black Ops 6 came around, and since you were in on playing it with me and doing all the Easter eggs, it just kind of took off from there, and me and you, it was history. We were grinding that game.
I agree completely. I was in a complete lull as well with games. Fortnite kind of was just died out. So it was big. I've always really enjoyed zombies back in the day. It was a part of my childhood growing up, and be able to get back into it. Shout out to BO6.
Yeah, no, seriously. I feel like BO7 being made at the same time didn't help Black Ops 6 at all. Definitely didn't do it any favors. And I think, I don't know. It's just, I think that I loved it. I had such a fantastic time. And I know that the end product of Black Ops 6, there is a lot that feels like could have been added, and it felt like some of the maps maybe weren't fully fleshed out, or the main quests weren't fully fleshed out. But again, I really enjoyed it. I loved Black Ops 6. I thought the maps were really fun. I enjoyed doing all the Easter eggs. So
you know how I feel. Like I said, it brought me right back into zombies. So I love it. I enjoy playing it. I love the way it feels. I've always been a multiplayer guy, so kind of, I don't know how to. It doesn't feel like the old zombies. It has those same multiplayer Warzone kind of mechanics. It's kind of a bad thing at the same time. So
yeah. I overall I really enjoyed the game, and what was also huge was the gum carryover, the gobble gum carryover.
Oh right,
dude,
that was
we
monster,
were grinding for gobble gums just so we would have them. Once they announced that, I was like, yo, I gotta save all my gobble gums to get ready for BO7.
Nothing beats some of your glitches on Citadel to try and get some of those.
No glitches. It was just using a rubber band strategically to farm a couple gobble gum.
A little farming. Nothing wrong with it.
Hey, it was there. I could do it. I just didn't have enough time to do it.
Right. I regret not
Nah, yeah,
doing it.
I
so.
hear you. And in the end, doesn't matter. I think you still have more gobblegums than me right now, and you still play
I'm
way
the
more
gum
than
king
I
right
do.
now.
Yeah, you definitely put in the hours a little more than I do.
BO6 was the first. BO7. It didn't start with BO7. I think it started with BO6, where gobblegums actually were free. Like, you know what I mean?
What do you
To
mean?
purchase in game, rather
Oh,
than after the first rip, it was
yeah.
like 1,500 essence, and
Yeah, well, I mean,
now it's free, unlimited times per round.
The last iteration of gobblegums was Black Ops 3.
Oh, I see.
That was the last one. And
so
then
when we get to BO4, we won't see it.
They have what they're called elixirs, and a lot of them are the same. Like literally, like there's a perkaholic elixir. Like a lot of them are the same as the gobblegums, but it's a different mechanic. Like you have them in your inventory already, kind of like how we do now. But yeah, I just feel like BO6. I feel like once we finished with Reckoning and we played it through, I feel like BO6 didn't have enough time to breathe before Black Ops 7 was already coming out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like there's usually a year or two between games, but this was back-to-back Black Ops games, and I just
first
feel like,
time, right?
Yeah, first time, and I just feel like that's part of the reason that Black Ops 7 kind of didn't have a great reception at the start, and probably
Also,
part of the reason that people look back on Black Ops 6 and be like, well, that's why would I go play that? I just play Black Ops 7. It's the same game. You know what I mean?
Right. I see that.
But the funny thing is, though, that, and we'll get more into the maps a little bit too, but Liberty Falls was the most replayed map, which
Really?
people, it was the most replayed map of the game, and looking strictly at statistics, like that was the most popular map.
Yeah,
and that,
interesting.
I mean, it makes sense though, because it's just an easy map for like camo grinding and doing stuff like that.
But, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, one of the things in Black Ops 6 that I felt like shouldn't be a part of it, and I can get more into like a little bit of like the Wonder Weapon quests and stuff, but you can get the Wonder Weapon from the box with a Wonder Bar, even for most of the maps, before you, like, I think actually every map probably, no? Like, I feel like I remember, like, you can get any of the Wonder Weapons with a Wonder Bar right off rip.
Yeah.
And I feel like, which is one of my things, it's just a little thing. Like, I enjoy doing the Wonder Weapon quests and getting it.
I'm happy they kind of brought that back for BO7 a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I think you should have to get the Wonder Weapon through the quest first, and then it will be in the box.
I agree.
So unless you have any more overall thoughts of the game, we can get into the map by
Let's
map.
do it. Yeah.
All right, so let's start with Liberty Falls. A lot of people were calling it Liberty Balls to start. Honestly, I liked it off the start. I think one of the reasons it might have been the most replayed map too is because it's a really easy map to just get into and just do the Easter egg. Like you could do it in 30 minutes and be done with everything.
Right.
So
I enjoyed the map. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was different than what I've ever, obviously from what I've ever played, so it was brand new to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I was such a rookie. I didn't even know about punching the damn vending machines to get the, I saw you do it. You got a damn ray gun out of it. I was like, what the hell is that? So,
No, it was definitely a good map for newer players to learn Easter eggs, and you can tell it was definitely targeted for newer players, like base, just so they could get into the zombies. Like I feel like they were trying to get people back in the zombies or new players into zombies.
Because what was before BO6? What was the last zombies game before?
I believe it was Modern Warfare Zombies, which was in the latest Modern Warfare 3 game. So
so a while,
but it was an open world extraction zombies.
Okay, so it wasn't even like
it wasn't
Black
around.
Ops kinda.
No. It was Modern Warfare. It was like
completely different kind of.
Funny enough, the storyline leads. It's part of the story.
It leads into it.
So Ava Jansen, the one that's in the cage, the warden's holding in the cage. She's like one of the scientists in Modern Warfare Zombies.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. So they're connecting that, like we talked about in the last episode too. They're trying to connect now, which is nice.
Trying to. Yeah, they got so many.
Yeah.
possibilities.
Exactly.
Where to go, different avenues.
Yeah, a lot of the stories were left open, so it's nice that they're closing it now. But back to Liberty Falls. It's funny because I feel like the vibes of Liberty Falls are very similar to Paradox, where it was a pretty hated map on release.
Yep.
And, you know, as time went on a little bit, people were like, all right, like this isn't too bad. And I think they released Liberty Falls at the right time because it released with Terminus. And so it was basically like a bonus map alongside Terminus.
Right.
But where I feel like Paradox, if it was released with Ashes or released with Astra, I feel like the reception for it would have been better. So I feel like for Liberty, for Liberty Falls, I feel like they just did that a little better.
Yeah. Speaking of Terminus, I really enjoyed Terminus.
Mm-hmm.
However, like I've said multiple times, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, no, I mean that
I
can get
think that's still the only Easter. Like if we were to load up right now, I wouldn't know any of those steps, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Although that's like the only map I think from BO6 and BO7 that I've never really learned.
I think I could get
just did it that one time with you.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I know a couple of the steps, you know, with the tentacles and stuff like that. And I think that's a cool wonder weapon too. We'll get into the wonder weapons, but that's a cool one.
Yeah.
The Wonder Waff.
Well, yeah, we can why don't we'll take a step back and we can go back to Liberty and talk a little bit about the wonder weapon from Liberty too.
Okay.
Yeah,
perfect.
we'll just go map by map and we'll go through everything in the map, including like the weapons and stuff. But like the Liberty had a lot of cool side eggs too, like the bowling alley. Remember that one where you shoot all the bowling shoes? Like Liberty was also good for that too. And then the jet gun was obviously the same jet gun from Transit, but just miles of improvement. It was I mean the one breaks in Transit if you use it too much.
Yeah.
But I thought the jet gun was awesome. It was awesome for trying to do high rounds and stuff too. It was easy to use and you could wipe out a whole horde so easily.
Yep.
Yeah, and the story was like, you know, it was all right for Liberty, but you know, it was thought provoking in the end when you kind of get downed and whatever crew you're playing as, you get killed by that dude Panos, who's like a
Yep. I was gonna say,
or he sends you to the dark ether, and but other than that, I mean, it was all right. I thought it was all right. I'd give Liberty probably like a 4 out of 10. I'd say.
I think that's a very fair.
And I don't think that means it's bad.
It's not bad.
I'm not saying it's bad at all. I don't think it is, but I just think it's on the lower end of a zombies map. It doesn't really feel that much like a zombies map either.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah. All right, so we can move on to Terminus now. I feel like we fleshed out Liberty Falls. So I feel like it was a really hot start with this map. I feel like Terminus is a really good main quest. It's a really good map. It's a bigger map, so I feel like that's good to have in the beginning of the game to, you know, have more content and have the people are searching.
It's a fun map. You know, you get to go on the boat, drive the boat around a little bit, so it's different. It's different. You know, they got the little Nathan.
Yeah,
Nathan's in that, right?
That's honestly that's one of my favorite parts of the map.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I love a little side boss like that, like in Zets. Honestly, this map is a very Zetsubo vibe with how it's like
I could see that
swampy almost facility.
Yeah, right.
And you know it's in the jungle, and there's a side like boss in the middle of the Easter egg, and I really enjoy a nice mini boss in the middle like that. It's cool.
Yeah. Now that we're talking about it, the eggs kind of clicking a little bit again.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed our time with it. I genuinely liked the map. You know, some people in our friend group kind of didn't enjoy it as much. Their own personal reasons.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I liked it. It was different. I think the boss fight was really fun to do.
It was cool.
It was very different as well with the tentacles out of there with the crits on them and stuff. So and it was pretty difficult. I don't think it gave us too much trouble, but I think it kind of was a grind at first.
That's kind of how it is for most of these maps. Like it's a grind at first to kind of figure out what guns will be
get a
good
feel
against
for
the
it.
boss and stuff. Yeah, exactly, and get a feel for like the attacks of the boss. But I really enjoyed this boss fight too. I thought the boss arena was cool too. How you're on a dock and it's a big tentacle monster.
Right, it's cool.
And I really enjoyed it. It was I think from start to finish, I think it was a really really good start for the Black Ops 6 Zombies saga.
Yeah,
if you would.
Yeah.
And the Beam Smasher was really cool too. At first when I thought it was the Wonderwaff.
Yeah, same. That's why I was saying that earlier.
Yeah. I thought
Yeah.
it was, but it's obviously it's not. It's the Beam Smasher.
Yeah, when I first pulled it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is crazy."
It's cool though. I like it's a unique, Wonder Weapon. Even though it looks like the Wonderwaff, it has a very different effect. So that's cool. That's nice. And you have to. I like using the Wonder Weapon for the Easter egg too. And it's only one of the steps that you got to use it for, but it's a powerful Wonder Weapon too if you upgrade it. So
it is. Yeah, it was good against the boss too. I remember it being pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lot of good side eggs on Terminus too. Like there was a free Perkaholic Easter egg if you like shoot a certain amount of fish underwater.
Oh, wow.
There was like a side totem Easter egg where you could get a free double points for melees for the whole match or something like that.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
I didn't really do many of those ones, but yeah, I enjoyed the map as a whole. It was probably our least played map out of any of them.
Yeah,
but
I think so.
That wasn't because it was bad. I think it was just because by the time you were really just glitched. By the time you were really getting into doing the Easter eggs and stuff, we were already at basically Citadel, and so I feel
exactly.
Like
that's what I was saying.
And once kind of Citadel started rolling, that was.
Yeah.
I'll get it. We can get into Citadel now. That's my baby.
Yeah. My sword.
Yeah, literally, bro. So I'm just gonna start that. Or actually, let's give a rating to Terminus. So I want you to rate it first. I'm curious.
All right. So I would have agreed with a 4 out of 10 for Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Terminus, I really liked it. There's not much more I think it was a very different map than what I've been used to, and when I first played it, I really liked it. I liked a lot about it, so I would say it's a solid. I would go 6.5 for it. That's where I'd put it, right there. And then were you just talking like just random rating or BS6 rating?
You can rate it how. So the way I'm rating it is I'm trying to think of all of Zombies maps that I've played, and I'm trying to give it a fair rating based on those.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I was just doing there for that one. I'd give it a solid 6.5.
I'd give it a 6. I think it's a very solid main quest. The boss fight's really cool, and I think the Wonder Weapon.
I think the layout of the map itself is nice.
It looks very nice. The layout is cool.
Right. Because with the orbs, how you have to go to the different islands.
Yep. I know it is
to the ship. I think that's fun.
Probably 75% of the map is water.
Yeah, right.
But
right.
It was a fun map. All right, now back to Citadel.
Citadel.
I'll start it off by saying this is my favorite map in Black Ops 6 by far. I think
easy.
I think it's easily and I think it goes back to the reason being that it was our most replayed map.
Yep.
And the main
I would love to know the numbers on that.
Yeah, we could probably,
how many times?
Yeah, we could probably check it. But
right.
The main quest wasn't really that long, and it was by the end of the life cycle, we were banging that shit out like it was nothing.
Yeah.
It was pretty easy, especially with like the swords kind of make things a little easy. But
definitely. Yeah,
those are.
Definitely.
I think the sword is probably my favorite Wonder Weapon.
Right, I agree. It definitely is for me.
Yeah, the light sword
definitely is for me.
Awesome. Yeah, it was cool.
So Citadel for me was the first map I was actually heavily invested in. I was watching Twitch videos throughout the day at work, trying to learn the Easter egg, watching the hunt, and so for me it holds a special place in my heart just because that's kind of where I got to display my kind of intuition, my craziness towards zombies, and how much of a fiend I really am for it. Because I think the first time we might have played 3 matches in a row, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. We were dying always at the same step with the orb in the sword room with the knights. We kept dying in that. We didn't really understand it first time through, but we loved it right away. I think it clicked right away once we got the sword. The entire Easter egg step itself is fun. To get the swords, how you have to do all 4 of them. I like those types of wonder weapons where there's multiple like that, like the bow for Drak, and I think the sword was a good, kind of mirror of that almost. You probably know of more maps that have multiple wonder weapons like
Origins. Origins.
Oh yeah, that's right.
your
that's right.
favorite map, Origins.
Yeah, that's my number 1 of all time for sure.
Say, how could you forget?
I know.
I mean, they're another one of the maps later on with the Shattered Veil has the 4 Mark IIs as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, but you can't really. Can you have them all at once? Like,
I mean, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, if everyone had the Mark II, then yeah, that's the
Yeah,
issue. Is
that's
not
right.
not everyone
Yeah,
can just get it like that from the
yeah,
quest. But yeah, like I said, the swords are probably my favorite wonder weapon. The light sword with its shield regenerating
yep,
ability is just unreal,
yeah.
especially for the boss fight. And
It
it's
is.
just those things can cut through hordes like nothing, and it's awesome. It's like a lightsaber through butter. It's awesome. It's too good. It's a very satisfying wonder weapon to use, and
Yep.
it's kind of like how we were saying about the Jotun star.
Yeah,
It's a very
it's up
satisfying
there.
weapon
Yeah,
to use.
it just exactly. That's the perfect word to describe it. Satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the boss was fun in Citadel too. I enjoyed
Yep.
the boss fight. Wasn't too difficult.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you
it
just gotta
definitely,
kind of.
just again, like we were saying earlier, at
Yep.
first you're just kind of getting a feel of what to do during it. So there was a glitch for this one with the near death. I don't know if you remember that, how
Oh, I do.
when we would pop the near death and it would last the entire time.
Yep,
So
yep.
we took
Yeah,
full advantage of that.
even when it ran out, it would still
Yeah,
be going.
yeah. We were still keeping all our perks. So
Yeah, especially in when we figured out how to nail down the sword strat with the boss and use the
yep.
swords to just
Yep.
take out his feet and stuff. That was
Oh yeah,
we
elite.
were just you know
Maximum.
yeah, he was done. We would take
That's
him
it.
down so
It's
easily.
toast.
Yeah, it was fun. That's my favorite map
Yep. Yep.
out of
And that
BO6.
storyline's pretty big, right? In terms of the, um, I don't know what he drops, but we pick it up and we bring it to,
I'm trying to think, what does he drop?
the tomb. Don't
The
we
next
bring
one we
that to
go
the
to,
tomb and that
it's
sets up the
yeah,
Centennial artifact a little bit?
the
Yeah,
Sentinel.
yeah.
Yeah, that what was it that we
I don't
picked
know what it
up?
was.
I forget
I can
exactly
literally
what it
see
was.
it.
Yeah,
I can
I
see
no,
it.
I
So
can too. I forget exactly what it was though. But the each sword had its own whole backstory with its lore of the it was like the king of that castle and his 4 bastard sons. It was just really cool how each sword had its own fleshed out little backstory as well. And on
yeah,
top of that, too, with the incantations, that is like a. I feel like they need to do more stuff like that too. With it's a map specific. Was that a tactical? So, but like each sword had its own incantation, and like you don't see a wonder weapon basically have an elemental piece of equipment or lethal or tactical like that is associated with it. It's cool. I thought that was a
right.
very very cool little touch that I think more zombies map definitely need. And Totenreich has a lot of it too. So that
Yep.
was good to see.
So it just says the amulet.
That's what it was.
The amulet.
Yeah,
Yep.
the amulet.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then that goes on the Sentinel artifact.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what
So
it
that's
is.
cool how it ties together to
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, so the storyline of Black Ops 6 is like all right. I just
Yeah.
it was all over the place, and I feel like
That's exactly. I was literally just gonna say those exact words.
it
It seems all over the place.
it just I feel like they were jumping from one thing to the next without really discussing what happened, and not
Yeah.
that before in Zombies they really described what was going on, but it felt like they were putting in a lot of like plots into the story and then just kind of leaving them and not describing what was going on.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing that's really cool about Citadel is that's when we learn about the new Richtofen and how was it Kraft is his dad or it's like
Oh
his
yeah.
adoptive
Yeah.
father. So that was, a pretty good
Interesting.
revelation for the map, but
Mhm.
it was just kind of like that was in the ending cutscene, and then no one really talked about it after that.
That's it.
Yeah,
Nothing since. So.
yeah. So it like I said, it was a all right story, but there was just a lot that they could have added to it
Yeah.
to make it a little more voluminous and
Sure.
more in depth. But
Right.
I don't want to ask for too much.
Never too much.
No, exactly. There's never too much. But there were some cool side eggs in Citadel 2 as well, like with the bartender for the PhD.
Oh yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think we
that was a
really
fun one.
did many of the other ones. Some of
Yeah, I
them,
don't think so.
well, there's a couple that were like really in depth. Like you had to shoot out of the cannon 100 times or something like that.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
didn't really even look into them that much,
Yeah, I don't
to
remember
be
what
honest with you.
yeah, I don't remember what the reward was for it, but it was
Yeah.
some crazy requirement like
Yeah.
that.
If anyone knows, put that in the comments. I'm
Yeah,
interested to
don't.
see what that is.
Yeah, I remember I watched. I forget who it was. Probably Dalek or something like that. I watched like
Yeah.
the all Citadel side Easter eggs guide.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was like
I was watching someone recently do a speed run on that app, like literally probably within the last couple of weeks. And the fact that they were finding, the papers that you find in the stamina up room.
Yep.
Like they were finding those without the like power on, with the lights are all off and stuff. It's just like little stuff like that that they can just click on.
Yeah, we were getting pretty quick with Citadel too.
We were sub an hour easily.
So even if it was just me and
after boss too.
Yeah, easily, yeah. After it was, even if it was just me and you, and we would just bang out the swords, each get 2, and then we we moving and grooving.
Yep. Do you have a least favorite sword?
Least favorite sword. Honestly, they're all pretty good. Like I feel like they're all.
Yeah, they are.
If I was to choose one, it would probably be the Void Sword. Just be like the Crow or the Crow. Probably just because sometimes you don't want the void,
the black hole or whatever,
to come up and kill the last zombie. Like you'll be trying to kill off to get to the last, and then those spawn and just flip you around. But like, I mean, that sword is nasty still. So like, it's not that it's bad. Like if I had to choose one, how about you?
Then I think it's for me. I probably agree with you for that exact reason. I think it is really good that they were able to tie in to make melee macchiato more important with those augments for the sword to make it go faster. And I think it's one hit lasts more rounds or something like that. Zombies are easier to kill for more rounds. Something like that is one of the augments. I think that was a really good thing to do to make melee more worth it and kind of a necessity for the sword, because you don't have melee macchiato with those augments. Like it just feels so much slower.
Yeah. No, I mean, melee macchiato with that augment where the one hit lasts longer, I feel like it might as well be an infinite round sword. You know what I mean? Like infinite one hit with the sword.
Yeah. It kind of was, honestly. I feel like
I think
going all the way to...
Like, we never really did high round stuff, but I feel like it might have been. I feel like I might have heard
the boss in
Expo. Yeah, I mean, we'd go to the next map and just keep on banging out Easter eggs.
Yeah. Now, seeing how we know all 4. So, for a rating?
Yeah, let's give a rating for Citadel.
So this is tough. Like I feel like people might be like, "Whoa, like you're going a little high."
No,
but
I just say what you feel.
I don't have much experience, guys.
This is your opinion. All right.
We're gonna have to make an episode again later on when I'm done. When we're done with BO3, done with BO4, and I'm all caught up, so I can reassess. But right now, I'm going 8.
Yeah, I'm giving it an 8. I'm giving it an 8.
Yeah.
And I know people kind of hate on Citadel sometimes just because they don't think it's. Probably just because the main quest is short, and I mean, like, I feel like one of the biggest things people hate on this game for is the story. Like, I feel like that was such an integral part of older zombies that now that the story, like, it doesn't suck in Black Ops 6, but
it's so much.
They just don't, like, it just doesn't feel like it makes sense. And I wish they connected more dots instead of trying to make a whole new story. But it is what it is.
It's a great map. We love it.
No, yeah, Citadel is a great map. We had so much fun playing that map. I mean, I have no complaints about it.
I want to play BO6 sometimes strictly for that map.
I think about my sword all the time. Like I really
and I'm
do.
happy with the new wonder weapon in BO7 because now it's it got rid of the itch for it.
Yeah, I still do miss my sword here and there though. I think about it.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Tomb. This is probably the most hated map next to Liberty Falls.
Yep, I'd second that. And it had a lot of hype leading into it. I remember a lot of people were not skeptical, but under the impression they were connecting it to Origins a little bit. I remember a lot of those
Yeah,
rumors are
it
popping up.
was a bit of nostalgia bait saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
we're going to the dig site."
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what it was. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, so I will say, like, when we saw the ending cutscene of Citadel and they were saying, like, oh, like, we're going to the dig site, I was like, oh, no shit, like, that's...
Yeah.
Origins was a dig site. Like,
Yeah,
there's got to
absolutely.
be some type of, connection there. No way they would just drop that. But I feel like, I don't know, there was a lot of Origins connections that they were trying to make, like with the rocks, with having the same design as the Crazy Place rocks from Origins, and then obviously the ice staff being in there.
Right.
But I just feel like there wasn't enough connections for me for them to bring back all this or these Origins callbacks, and there just wasn't. I feel like there just wasn't enough explanation as to like why the ice staff was there and why we're seeing all these symbols and stuff that we see in Origins. I feel like I want to say there wasn't really much of an explanation for the ice staff other than they found a schematic and built one. Like I don't, maybe that was that doesn't sound right, but it was something along those lines. And I feel like it. And honestly, this is probably one of the things that's one of the biggest issues of Black Ops 6. I feel like I'm having a hard time calling back like probably pretty important story elements. And if you ask me about Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, believe me, I know.
I'll go hard for that. But I wasn't so invested in the story as I was back then. Yeah. But I feel like I said, we had fun playing. Like the Tomb was a fun map. I had fun doing the Easter egg, and it was another unique experience. And so I enjoyed it. I appreciated it for what it was.
Right. I enjoyed it. I thought the Easter egg was fun. It's a short one.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's a shorter one.
I don't know if you remember the first day.
One.
Yeah, easily. Oh yeah, like 40 minutes max. Yeah. But I don't know if you remember our first day that we were stuck on that one step after we get through the door in the orb. We didn't like. I don't. I think it was
the upgrade for the ice staff.
Yeah, the upgrade part.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well,
we had to follow the orb around. I think we were not good.
Well, so our issue was you have to follow the orb and stay close to it. And we were running away from it.
Yeah, we were running away.
And it would despawn and our screen would flash. And we like, what is going on? Yeah. Why is it doing that? Like, it's so annoying.
We were getting close to it, like the last.
That was the first day it was out. That was the first day the map was out. Yeah.
Yep. And then it took us a while again to beat the boss. That was a difficult. It was a difficult boss.
Yeah, it was.
And a fun one.
I feel like there's a very specific way you have to deal with that boss, especially with the lasers going around the arena.
We had to get the right strat going.
Oh yeah, just use stand up on that little platform with the ice staff behind the wall. And, just farm the zombies right there, and then shoot the
and then we learned in the very beginning to just lay below the lasers and spam the ice staff that way.
Yep. So like this map, the Tomb, was in the Dark Ether, and we go into the portal to where Pack-a-Punches and stuff, or where it first spawns, and it was like it was a cool skybox and stuff, but like the area, I don't know, it felt a little bare to me. Like I don't know what it was about the Dark Ether area, but I felt like it could have been a little more. I've been saying fleshed out a lot, but like it's the word I'm looking for. Like I feel like I wish there was just a little more that made it feel more like, I don't know. There's just like this feeling going into the Crazy Place in Origins that you're going to this like mythical, magical place, and it kind of felt like it, but I just felt like it wasn't enough of it. I can't place my finger on it exactly what it was. But if there was something missing that I wish was there. But on the other hand, there was some cool side Easter eggs in there with like the floating rocks that you could shoot to get the Pack-a-Punch crystal, big. And then there was the waterfall you could shoot to get the ether tool. So it was
get the golden armor.
Yeah, so
that was tough. That was more of a difficult one, but
this map still introduced the gold armor.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
That's right. And that was a good one. I liked it. It was definitely difficult.
Oh
First
yeah.
time we were not prepared well for that, and didn't really expect that at all.
Yeah, we
Red
were
smoke and
ready for boss and everything. Yo, like let's get the gold armor. We'll be like,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
let's try and get it. Like, we never gotten
yeah.
it. Let's get in the
It
boss
would be
with
a
the gold
bonus.
armor. Yeah.
Yep.
And then we just get mopped by the
Yeah.
HVTs that spawned in. We were not prepared for that.
'Cause you couldn't see through the red
Can't see
smoke.
shit.
Yeah.
But like if you just have someone in a chopper gunner, like usually just
Yeah, we were able to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got the chopper
and there was
gunner.
that little like kind of glitch where you could hit the mangler score streak and then hit the like statue to start the trial, and so you could just go right into the so like say someone was using the chopper gunner, you could if because you can't use the score streak while you're in it, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and so
yeah,
like you had
that's
to
right.
like basically
Yeah, they made
trick,
that patch.
they
yeah.
trick you could like trick the game to like so
Crazy.
you could like go
People are
into
crazy finding these.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's
I love
people
it.
have a lot of time on their hands, I guess.
Yeah.
So, we talked a little about the boss fight. I guess we can go to the rating. What would you rate the tomb?
It's difficult because I know for you and probably a lot of people that played BO3 were expecting a lot more from the little crazy place in the tomb. I personally thought it was a little cooler than maybe some think. I enjoyed it in there. I thought it was very different.
Mm-hmm.
We had the plants that were in there that can actually, if you were to melee them, you could get some good things for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have this too far off for my rating for Terminus, but I'm gonna say it's a whole point below, and it's not a 6, but it's also not a 5. I'm gonna give it a nice 5.5. That's where I'm gonna go.
I think that's fair. And like I like the tomb. I all
Right.
like the cons I was saying. Like I don't think they were detracting enough from the map for me to not like it. And there's not many zombies maps that I don't like. Like I can find enjoyment in playing
basically all
most maps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for this one, I think it's just a very mid map.
Okay.
And not like I feel like that sounds bad, but
I think that's fair.
I don't mean it in really that bad of a way. Like I just think compared to other maps, it's kind of
That's
middle of the road.
Yeah,
so
right.
like I give it a 5, which I think
that's
fair.
fair.
It's fair for it. Yeah. Like
think
I
that's
said,
good...
I liked it. I had a lot of
it's
fun
a respectable
playing
rating.
it. And once we figured out the boss fight, I had a really fun time going through and just repping that out.
Yeah. It was a sweat. It was a sweaty boss fight.
It was a little bit, especially after like the first few, or that first phase of just sitting and farming. Gets a little sweaty for sure with the HVT spawning.
It does. Yeah.
But nah, it was fun. All right, next map in the DLC season was the Shattered Veil, or just Shattered Veil.
Yep.
I want to hear. Yeah, I want to hear what you got about Shattered Veil.
It's very interesting because I was literally just reading something about it today, and I don't
really?
know if you remember, but it was getting a bunch of hype. Like a bunch of hype when it first came out. People were saying that this was one of the best maps in a long time, and it kind of sort of died out a little bit towards after the first week or so, 10 days or so. Everyone started to kind of shit on it after that. I personally thought it was I liked the map. I thought it was fun. I think the wonder weapon choices was interesting. I don't know much, but it felt to me like they were just making a variation of a ray gun, and I thought that was really cool. The blue ray gun in particular was my favorite. That's probably a popular opinion, but I would say that's probably the best ray gun there, I think. Yeah, I thought the Easter egg itself was interesting. It was fun. Plants was a good little step.
Yep.
Other than that, though, like it's not my personal favorite in BO6. Like I would probably rather the tomb, I think, to be honest with you. Yeah. What do you got?
So I was really excited for this map just because of was it the Liberty Falls intro where it showed Richtofen getting sucked up into the, maybe it wasn't, maybe it was the Shattered. I couldn't remember because there was a cutscene where that cutscene where Richtofen is in the mansion and he has his Wonderwaff and he's like kind of running through the mansion away from the zombies and stuff, and he ended up getting what seemed to be sucked up into the dark ether through some type of purple mist, which I'm assuming was Sam's doing, but I feel like that wasn't really explained too much either. But
no,
that's besides the point. But like I said, I was pretty hyped up going into it because that cutscene with Richtofen and holding the Wonderwaff, and I was like, yo, like, is the Wonderwaff gonna be like the wonder weapon for this map? That would, that would have been pretty cool. But I thought the main quest was fun. I just I don't think it was really that bad of a retake on the Mark II, especially with all the how it had the 4 upgrades. And you're right,
the variations.
The blue variant was the best one.
That one was crazy.
Probably by far, I feel like.
Oh yeah,
easy. That's just me. But I think the map itself is really cool. Like it's the mansion. You got the T-Rex right when you walk in, and it's like, whoa, like I wonder what that is.
Right.
Obviously,
turns out to be the boss.
Yeah, we find
Spoiler.
out. I mean, sorry, we haven't played it yet. But like I said, I thought the main quest was fun. It was cool how we go down the elevator, and then it's the Sam AI right there. It's the kind of the big introduction.
It is
to
cool.
The Sam
yeah,
AI.
Don't get me wrong. It does have some cool.
Yeah.
Cool steps to it.
I feel like a lot of these maps feel very similar.
I agree, because like I was saying, I feel like it's just in that same tier as the Tomb. Like, to me, it's just right there. Like, I wouldn't I wouldn't go out of my way to really play them, but when we're gonna end up playing them again, because we're going through all of them, so we do get there, and obviously it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I just personally wouldn't. If someone came to me like me a year ago to you and was like, I want to get into zombies, I'm not probably bringing them there right away.
No, definitely not. No.
So
yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I feel like it's kind of on that same level of the Tomb.
Now, is the Shattered Veil, does that have the mini boss in it as well, or no?
Shattered Veil, that
don't
was
think
the
so.
introduction of the those green, what were they? It was like the toxic zombies.
The gas toxic zombies.
That was those zombies. And then it was also what was the
the
boss?
weird doppelgast, right? Like with the head,
just,
like when the HVT one, maybe.
I think it was just the normal Black Ops 6 things with the doppelgast, the mimics, and the
I'm
trying to what was
I'm trying to think when you put in the code before you get the downstairs.
Oh yeah, to get the
you
quest for the Mark
Wonder
II.
Weapon.
Yeah, that was a doppelgast, I believe. Yeah. I wish, I kind of wish, like I was saying, the Wonder Weapon wasn't the Mark II, just because. That's honestly, I think that's my biggest complaint about Shattered Veil. And if it was the Wonderwaff, that would have been pretty cool. We haven't seen the Wonderwaff really be the main weapon.
Yeah, I was gonna say since when? I haven't even used it since BO3.
There's like a sniper version of it in Black Ops 4 and in the map Tagged or Toten. It's like that's the main wonder weapon for that map. But the OG Wonderwaff was a DG2. Honestly, I don't remember the numbers.
That sounds right.
But it's either the DG3 or the DG4 maybe. But if it was just like that base model where it's just you're shooting the zombies and the train is getting electrocuted, it would have been cool to have that as the main one.
It's amazing. Yeah. I think you were touching on this in our very first episode, saying that you don't really like it when they it's like similar when we were talking about the Blundergan paradox. Like it's not that it's not enjoyable, but it's not like what we want in terms of let's get something new, something that hasn't been more recent, but at the same time we do want the Wonderwaff. So
exactly.
Bring that back.
And I feel like there was a side quest to get the Wonderwaff, so you could do it that way, but. As far as the quest and the Wonderwaff go, there's no correlation, which I thought was going to be different from that cutscene because Richtofen was running around with the Wonderwaff. But oh well, it is what it is. It kind of goes back to the Blundergat where it's like if they're going to be bringing back these old wonder weapons, I just want it to make more sense and not it's back because it's back and. Yeah, I just wish there was a more tasteful way that they had Like it's fine. Like have it in the box as a wonder
Sure.
weapon.
Yeah,
But
sure.
don't. I just feel like it shouldn't be the main wonder weapon.
Right.
But then again, I thought the boss was really cool. Though the Z-Rex was very unique. I'd
Was,
say
yeah.
it was a unique experience running away from that fucker in the boss
Yeah, it
fight.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was interesting. You can get on its back.
Oh
Like
yeah. I don't
sometimes,
think I ever
like
did that. I was too scared to try.
I
But
think I did it by accident. And then is Richtofen helping us, or supposedly helping us, and he's
he
sniping up
is.
there on the mountain?
Yeah, he is. He's throwing us
It's an
down like
interesting little feature.
a plate every 3
Yeah,
minutes. It's
yeah.
like thanks, bro.
5 bullets, not
Yeah,
even a full clip.
yeah,
Like, thanks.
literally. And then the story was kind of all over the place again and Shadow. Like I feel like every map it was just they were
Yeah.
moving. Like the ending of the cutscene was cool, where they're walking off into the distance and you see Janus Towers there. And
Yeah.
they're
So
walking
that
towards
like I
Reckoning.
feel like this BO6 connects a little more. I almost feel like than what the BO7 so far, at least. You know,
Yeah.
we're only at Totenreich right now, so.
Mm.
But to me, it feels like you just said, and how I said earlier with going from Citadel to not Shattered Veil, the Tomb.
Yep.
Going to the Tomb, how that connects the bosses, and then the cutscene from now to see Janus Towers to
Yep.
lead into the Reckoning kind of a little bit. I haven't really seen that in BO7, so I think that's one positive thing that I kind of take from the storyline in BO6 is that it connects a little more.
Yeah, I mean, we still have 2 more DLCs to come out
Exactly.
for Black Ops 7, so I think
Right.
I'm hopeful. It looks like they're trying to connect some dots and finish some of the stories that have been open for so long. So I'm very excited to see what they're going to be doing. So what would you rate Shattered Veil?
I already said I'd rather play the Tomb, so I can't give it higher than the Tomb, or I'll get in trouble. So I'm just gonna go right below it at a solid 5. I got the Tomb at 5.5. I'm gonna put Shattered Veil right at 5.
Yeah, I have it as at a 5 as well. I think it's
5 as well. Yeah.
Right on there with the Tomb. I think they're like, in terms of my experience playing them and how much I enjoy them, I think it was pretty equal. And like, again, I didn't have a bad. I liked them. I really enjoyed the maps. Like I had a lot of fun playing them.
Yeah, same.
And now we are on to the ending of the DLC season with Reckoning.
I like this map.
I do as well.
Enjoyed this map a lot.
My initial thoughts of Reckoning when I saw how they were teasing how it's going to be more of like a vertical map and stuff, my first thoughts went to Die Rise.
Yep.
Within how that was the towers in China and it was a very vertical map. You'd be dropping down elevator shafts and stuff like that.
Yep.
And we saw a lot of that in Reckoning. Obviously, it's a new mechanics and obviously new play style, but the vertical aspect was there, and I appreciate that because they haven't really done at all a vertical map since Die Rise. I don't think.
Yeah.
At least to that extent where you're jumping from the top of the tower all the way down to the bottom.
Right.
That was pretty cool.
And I would say, even though this map was the last map to come out and BO7 was really right around the corner at the time, this is probably our second most played map, I would say, outside of Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
I think we really enjoyed it. I think it was different than all the other maps in terms of the way you could travel from one tower to the next.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really cool how you could jump from the top of one tower all the way back to spawn. And then with the augments for stamina up, if you don't take no fall damage, I think that was something little like that, really cool. I think the teleporting into the Pack-a-Punch room was cool. I really enjoyed all of this map, including the entire Easter egg. I thought it was really fun. They had a bunch of side Easter eggs, like you can jump through the rings.
Yep.
Fly through the
Mr.
rings
Peaks.
for a free perk. Yep, for a free perk.
Yep.
That was a fun one. And then the target practice one. I saw literally Freck and maybe Zone was talking about this last time I was watching them. They were mentioning how they enjoy those types of side Easter eggs, like the target one. It just seems a little more rewarding than just shooting a clock, for example, in Paradox to get a free Pack-a-Punch.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
It was, yeah. I think we only did it once, to be honest.
I feel like we were always just trying to fly through the Easter eggs, so we would never stop to do like side eggs, except that Mr. Peaks one, because we kind of
that was a must.
We could kind of do that with the flow of things because you go from while someone else is doing it, like you can do that side egg. But I thought it was cool. I enjoyed the main quest. It was this kind of fleshed out what Richtofen was up to in Janus Towers, and kind of started explain more about what Janus Towers was all about, and being in there and seeing how he was doing crazy experiments trying to clone his family, and is doing all of the fucked up shit that he was. It was cool. And one of the biggest things I appreciate in an Easter egg is you can start the map like right when you load in, and you can just hit the ground running and start doing stuff right. Like you can punch the bucket into place and get it filled with water like instantly. And it's something. It's a very very small step, and it's you could do it later on, no problem. But it's just we just do it off rip, and it was like a muscle memory at that point. It was a force of habit just to do it off rip.
Yeah, it was a really fun Easter egg. Even the little step of jumping down the elevator shaft and pressing the buttons, something while you're flying. That's little stuff like that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the wonder weapon? Curious to know your response on this. Yeah, the Gorg effects. Yeah.
So I saw a lot of mixed reviews on it, but my personal thoughts, I thought it was really good, and like especially if you upgraded it, it was pretty good for taking out big.
We didn't have to upgrade it for the.
No, we never really. Once we found that out, we never really just for time's sake. We were trying to. We were trying to do it as fast as we could, pretty much, and so we would never upgrade it after like the first few times that we did it. But I think it was a cool wonder weapon. It was I like a nice pistol wonder weapon that's pretty powerful, and it could wipe out zombies pretty fast, especially like a big group of them with the charge shot that it had. So I don't know. I thought it was good. Honestly I didn't have any complaints about it at all. I didn't really like. I feel like we didn't use it a ton after. Like I wouldn't really upgrade it
after the step. Yeah,
because like it's not good for the boss. Like it was all right, but there was way better weapons that you could use for the boss. So we would never really upgrade it past just getting it.
I'm probably right there with you.
Yeah.
I'll get it and then do the necessary steps, which is shoot the little balcony up there to drop.
Drop the head.
The head, to drop the head. After that, I would just give it to KP. So give it to someone else. Say you guys can take this. So
I wouldn't use it.
Wasn't using it in the boss. No. It's definitely. Maybe we should maybe go through at the end here and rank the wonder weapons from this BO6.
It's not a bad idea.
I'm interested to see where you would put that over maybe the ray gun, because I think it is a little better than the Shattered Veil ray gun variations, but I would honestly rather the blue variant of the ray gun over it. So I mean,
I think
but it's different. It was new, so
I think the blue ray gun was probably better than the Gorg
I'd
effects.
agree. But I liked the Gorg effects as well. I don't think you can really hate a wonder weapon. Like, you know what I mean? Just because they're all so powerful.
I will say I kind of hate the nerfed LGM in Astra.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's very fair.
I kind of hate the nerfed LGM.
I despise that. I don't like that.
They did fix it again, so it's
not better.
It's not back to how crazy it was when
the
map
sick.
dropped, especially with Frenzied.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah, it was sick. But that's fair.
Yeah.
I touched on it in the very beginning. I really liked how you can go from fly over from one tower to the next. I thought that was fun in terms of for speed running and stuff. It just kind of felt cool to me.
It was just a newer kind of different traveling mechanic.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen jumping across the map and stuff like that. But
Derise and Jugg, and
you're jumping across the big gap between the buildings. It was same but different.
Same.
Yeah,
but still different.
But still different.
But still same.
Exactly.
No. And one of the steps I really enjoyed too was Klaus.
Yeah.
I thought
which specifically, there's a few steps I feel like with Klaus.
Building
him
the
whole
fun.
Sequence, like the whole sequence
building
of
him's
Klaus,
fun, and then you get him to kind of follow you around,
and
bring him over to to do the SAM trial. So
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed building him too. I like that building Klaus gave me a lot of vibes of doing something
just
in
little
stuff like
that.
Just like how we had talked about building the zombie shield.
Right.
Like literally going and finding the parts to go build something at either a workstation or a build table. Like, there's just something about that that's, it scratches some itch in my brain for zombies that I just can't describe it. I like little things like that in a map.
Yeah. Yep. And we had to find his arms. I think that was cool. There's a bunch of
his arms,
different
his legs.
ways to build them. Not different ways, but different, objectives, I guess, if you will.
Yeah, you
had to find his arms. Yep. You had to shoot one off. So it's cool.
Yeah, and we had talked about this too with the ending of Reckoning. How, I mean, I think it's pretty agreed upon at this point that the fighting the Sam boss is the canon ending that actually happens, but there wasn't actually really
no confirmation. Really.
Yeah, there wasn't really a confirmation, and I was, and like how we had said, in the ending cutscene. You kill Sam. Richtofen's family comes out of the portal. There's no dialogue at all. Like, there's not a single word.
You just
said,
see them, and then that's it.
And then nothing. And it's like, wait, what? Like, what do you mean? I go, we're not gonna get a thank you. Like, we just helped you out, buddy. And that was, and it's, if you look back at older Zombies games and their endings, like Moon. In Black Ops 1, you blow up the earth.
You blow up.
That's awesome. Like, that's crazy. And Maxis is sitting there like laughing maniacally at you because he tricked you into helping him to do it. And then with Origins in BO2, you got Sam and Richtofen or young Richtofen. They're playing with toys in a room, and you see the girl that's been whispering in your ear the whole Origins Easter egg. You're like, wait, what? She's just chilling in this room. Like, what do you mean? What's going on? Is it actually a dream? Like, what happened? Like, this one, I just felt like I was asking, like, what is going on, but not in like the same tense. Like, I was asking, like, I am this, like that. It just made no sense.
Like, what is that? Like, what is that? Not like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like the older endings were very thought provoking. This one was just like, all right, well.
I think I remember when you were like actually frustrated with the ending, and I think that's kind of what made me want to get into the story more so. And that's when you started sending me videos of kind of getting me a little bit backtrack.
It's just how there was no dialogue. It was this whole ending cutscene, and it just went to black, and it was just nothing until we get the opening for Ashes.
Yeah, but, and still nothing. We still don't really know.
Yeah, exactly. But I
do, but we don't.
I don't want to say that detracts from the map, because I really enjoy that boss fight. It was pretty difficult for a little bit, but like, again, once you kind of figure out what's going on and figure out Sam's attacks, you can dodge them better and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed it.
Her shock mimics were crazy.
She was kind of a bullet sponge, but I don't think it was in a bad way, because you just have to kill all those 4 crit spots quick and then shoot her in the eye after.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was cool.
Shroud made it easier.
Yeah,
of course.
And use Shroud.
There's some ways to get around it.
All right,
we still have it to get to Richtofen. Still have to beat him. We haven't done it yet.
We haven't. We only. I honestly, I think we only tried it once.
Yeah, very. If anything, maybe a handful, but not even. Not on 2 hands.
There's strats to do. We just, at the time that we were trying it, we didn't.
We were already done.
Yeah,
we were already done with it. We knew what happened. We weren't really too invested.
We were ready for Black Ops 7 at that point. I feel like
we were.
It was already
for a rating here.
Yeah. What would you?
I'm gonna go. What did I give 6.5 to? I gave 6.5 to something earlier today.
Terminus.
I'm gonna go 7. I like it better than Terminus. I think 7's a good. I think 7's a good number.
Yeah,
it's my second favorite map. So.
I think
on BO6.
I hear you. I think this is, for me, I think this is kind of, it's between like a 5. I think it's probably like a 5.5 for me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it is better than the Shattered Veil and the Tomb, but I feel like it's not better than
still
Terminus.
In that mid tier.
I still think I like these games are right in the middle, but like or these maps are right in the middle, but I'm not calling them mid. Like I guess I did say it was mid, but I'm not meaning it like, it's bad, like in a bad way. Like it's just right in the middle. Like I think it's a pretty good experience. Like I think Reckoning's a little better than Shattered Veil and the Tomb. I don't think it's better than Citadel. I don't think it's better than Terminus, but I think it's right there. It was a good map. It's fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, and I think maybe I'm a little, like I said, I didn't really get to fully learn Terminus myself.
Yeah.
I actually learned Reckoning, so maybe that's kind of impacting my score a little bit.
I think it could be, yeah.
But you know,
it's just the way it went. Like it's that's why it's your opinion and not mine.
Yeah, I think it was cool that it kind of led right into BO7 too with Ashes. How it literally, once we got the intro for Ashes, we're literally leaving Reckoning right into it.
That was cool. I really enjoyed that part of it. I thought that was nice, and that's where I think part of the BO7 took a huge leap. And
that's all Liberty Falls basically, right? Like all of this is Liberty Falls.
Yeah, I mean, we walk from, we were at the mansion that's right down the street from where Liberty Falls is. And then we walk from the mansion to Janus Towers. You can see Janus Towers in Liberty, like in the map.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
All right, I think that was the last map in the DLC season. I think we can probably move on to our ending thoughts here of Black Ops 6.
Yeah. Black Ops 6, like I said, was great to pull me in, reel me in, made me want to get back into the zombie community itself and to learn more.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful for it. Looking back and already having played BO3 maps, BO3 just knocks it out the water. Like, I think that's an obvious statement. Everyone probably feels that way, but for me to go from kind of BO6 to go backwards into BO3, I can see it. I'm still excited to move on to BO4. I can't wait for that. I really can't. So someone comment about it. I can't wait either. So I'm excited, especially for you guys to kind of be along with me in the journey. So but BO6 itself, I thought it was fun. I mean, I really enjoyed it. We put in a lot of hours into BO6, and like you said in the very beginning of this pod, that thank God we were able to carry over our gums, because we were getting scared, I think, towards the end, and then they announced it, so it was big. We ended up starting to save them. So
I know we kind of started to just pop them like crazy. We were like, oh, we don't even need them anymore. BO7's coming out soon, and then we're like, oh shit, we should probably save them.
Right.
All right. And then I BO6, like we were been saying, it was a fun time. Like we played the shit out of this game, and we just ran through the Easter eggs over and over. And honestly, I never got tired of doing any of them. I'd happily go back and do any of them right now too. Like it's
same.
I feel like BO6 walked so BO7 could run.
Right.
And I mean that by like it seems like the boss fights really took a huge step up in BO6. Like, say what you want about the main quests and the maps themselves, but the boss fights themselves and the bosses in general, like, I feel like they really, how we talked about getting more experimental. It seems like they were, like, all the bosses were kind of like a little similar, but they were trying a little bit different things, different arenas, and it was fun going through each boss fight, and it was a different experience in all of them.
I agree, and I don't know if this ends up changing, but because I haven't played BO4 or anything after BO3 or in between BO3 and BO6, but it seems to me, unless you very well might just know the complete best strats for those bosses in BO3, but we were wiping through BO3 and Go Rod. We wiped through the Razendrak, those bosses, and it seemed like it just got so much more difficult.
Yeah, that's just because I was on your team.
Okay, all right. Hear this guy. But you did know the strat. I mean, we went through. Go Rod took us 30 seconds.
Well, that's and that goes back to, I was obsessed with BO3. I played those maps over and over.
So that's what I'm saying. You definitely had the strat going. I'm sure. I don't want to discredit it at all, so I don't mistake me, but I'm sure it was tough in the beginning, like when you first learned.
I was terrible I was so bad at Black Ops 3 when I first started playing zombies. It took me a long time to get better at it, but once you get the kind of the gist of what's going on, you can kind of work it out from there. But back to Black Ops 6, I thought the gameplay was smooth. It was fun. It was the fifth iteration of I think the fourth iteration of Modern Zombies now.
Yep.
And I think they're really starting to refine the new movement system, and I do enjoy the movement system a lot. You feel fast, and I appreciate it. I think it's cool. Obviously, it feels a lot different.
I like it. I personally like the movement, but like I said, I feel like I'm a little not the right person to kind of give judgment on going from BO6 backwards. But I think the games are just too complete.
It is
old gen and new gen. You know what I mean? So
I feel like you can't compare them. Like you really can't.
It's comparing apples to oranges. Literally,
exactly. Like they're just so different that I feel like when people start comparing them is where it's just
that's where the discourse comes. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm curious, real quick, just go through I wonder what your number one's gonna be, but your favorite wonder weapons here from BO6, real quick.
My favorite wonder weapon.
So BO6, I mean, this is a tough one for your favorite one, number one.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's hard not to go with the ice staff, and I know it was like a reused wonder weapon, but that stuff was awesome. That was
But the sword knocks it out.
No, yeah. Well, I already said the sword was after the sword. Obviously, the light. But
you would go.
So you would go with by far. Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's so good. It's a great wonder weapon. I would agree,
especially when you get it upgraded with when you get this charge shot to it.
Yeah, it felt good to have it back. I mean, it's such a great, powerful wonder weapon.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, and one of the things I wanted to comment on was, there's a lot of crutches in Modern Zombies, and by that I mean like with the quick revive augments, you can have 3 additional downs essentially.
Yeah.
And then you got self revives. You got the Wisp T that can revive you now.
Wisp T now, yeah.
I feel like it almost seems like sometimes that they're expecting us to go down a lot. They give us all these things to get back. Like I don't know. And maybe that's probably just with the whole upgraded, like the zombies move faster. There's 40
That's what
zombies
I was gonna say. You made
now.
that point.
Yeah,
you made that point, and I think it's a good point that the zombies are a lot difficult. There's way more that spawn. They're a lot faster, a lot stronger.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think BO6 was a really fun game, and it makes me a little upset because I feel like it could have been way better if Black Ops 7 was not the next game
out right now.
Yeah. Well, they were working on both at the same time. Like
exactly.
So I just feel like you could have had the whole team dedicated to Black Ops 6 instead of having, some here to work on Black Ops 7 before it even comes out.
But I think that's why it gets not as much credit as it deserves, I think, is because BO7 came out right away.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. And there's I guess going forward with zombies, I feel like they need there's so much things we have to look at. We got the salvage, we got the score streaks, we got weapon rarities, we got, triple pack-a-punch.
Yeah.
I just feel like it needs to be a little more simplified. And it's, they kept on adding and adding and adding. I feel like every iteration of Modern Zombies, and now we're in Black Ops 7, and now we got ultra rarity and we got curse mode, and I love curse mode, but I feel like Zombies is kind of starting to get a little, it's not too bad, but it's getting a little convoluted, and I feel like cursed mode should be the standard mode, and there should also be cursed mode that use I don't know. I'm just ranting.
Curse mode should be standard. And I hear you. And then the relics on a second thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe the standard mode should be what directed mode is now. Stuff like that.
Yeah, but I'm going off on a tangent. This is not Black Ops 6 talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall I really enjoyed Black Ops 6. I would go back and play those maps.
We will. We
will eventually. We could go back and probably do any of those eggs off the dome. No problem.
That's what I was thinking. Every time you were going through the maps, I was just kind of doing the egg in my head.
Yeah, when I was writing down my notes, I was like trying to think. I was like, do I remember the steps to these? I'm pretty sure I could get through most of them. Terminus,
I think I could too.
Terminus would probably be the only one I'd have like a pause with, but I could definitely get through it.
Yeah. I don't think I would maybe Shattered Veil with the codes, like some of the codes down there with the
there would
paintings
be like
and
a
stuff. I
couple
don't
of
know.
those little
Yeah, little
yeah,
tedious,
yeah,
not
the
tedious,
the
but
little small
tiny little
steps
steps.
in betweeners that are easily forgotten.
Yeah, right.
But I think we can probably wrap up this pod here.
Yeah.
We kind of were, this is going to be the longest one yet for sure, by far.
Oh, yeah.
But I think
we had a lot to talk about with BO6.
Yeah, well, we that was that's where our zombies.
This is where we were
started.
Created,
me and
if
you.
will.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So I overall BO6, love it. It was a win for us. We recommend it.
Big W's in the chat.
Big W's for
big
BO6.
W's in the chat.
All right. Have you made your Twitch yet? I gotta put some.
Oh no, I
stuff.
haven't. I'll
You don't got to do it now, but just so I can throw it down in the description, and then we can.
We'll get some views. We're gonna be doing those relic hunt stuff for BO7. We're gonna be live. We'll be live all every time we're on. We're always on basically. So
yeah,
tune in. We
gonna be grinding some Black Ops 7 for sure for a little bit.
We up.
We is up.
Yeah. I don't
even
want to say how embarrassed we got last night.
Oh, jeez, I don't want to talk about that.
They'll have to tune in and see what happened.
Yeah, no, that was tough. I don't think we couldn't get past round 12. Just to
put it into perspective.
To say the least.
Right.
That is not good. It's mad funny because you were saying like, "Oh, we're nasty," and the
I know.
before it too.
I know.
It's too good. Yeah. All right. I think that's probably gonna wrap it up now.
Yeah, we're good.
It's bedtime.
Yep. We're out.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Me and AP, we're really passionate about this stuff, and that's why we wanted to give our ideas to you guys. And
we're really just talking, honestly.
Me and him shoot the shit all the time about zombies, and we figured why not.
This is like how we'd be talking at the bar.
Literally,
we're just at the bar right now.
Figured why not put it on a pod and get that shit going.
Exactly.
Yeah, but thanks again. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any thoughts of your own, leave them down in the comments. I wish I had a hat on. I'll tip my cap. Thank you. If you have any thoughts, anything we said, or any of your thoughts of your own that you want to talk to us about, let me know. Leave them in the comments, and I'll definitely respond to that. But I think we're gonna be out.
Absolutely. Yep. Peace.
Peace.